Okay, so everyone is busy and workforce pressures are rife. So why would you encourage your employees to become an aged care volunteer visitor? It's a curious question. And for more, I'm joined by Tina Hogarth-Clarke, CEO at Balwyn Evergreen Centre. It's wonderful to have you in studio. Let's talk a little bit about the centre to start.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the work you guys get up to.
So we are a senior centre located in Wurundjeri country in Balwyn, and we cater for older people in our community, and our purpose is to make sure that they stay at home for as long as possible, living happy, healthy lives. So we engage in social programs that help support that.
Nice. Okay, so let's talk about this a bit more. What is an aged care volunteer visitor? Is it different from just volunteering in general? But take us through the details.
It is, absolutely. So it is actually a federal government funded program.
Cool.
That introduces volunteers and matches them with a visitor, a volunteer that matches them with a recipient who's either living in residential aged care or who is living at home and receiving a home care package. So it was recognised that people that as they get older, they become socially disconnected, socially isolated, and so this program and this scheme helps address that,
100%.
Bringing people back together, forming friendships and companionship.
Well, let's talk about the need for something like this. I feel like, I've been through aged care homes in the past, and the way people light up when you visit, or even if you're not family and such, everyone's always there to engage. Tell us why it's so important, do you think, and based on what you've seen?
It's really important because a lot of evidence is showing that not only do we have to eat well, live well, but we need to be connected to other people, to a community. We need to have a sense of purpose if we are to live long and healthy, happy lives. So it is a really, really important element to ensure that regardless of how old you are or where you live, that you have the opportunity to connect with people who are like-minded, who you can form good relationships with, and you can just chat to. It's amazing how many people who do live in aged care or who live at home, who because of illness have become isolated, can't get out anymore, or their friends are either moving away, that don't actually speak to anybody on a daily basis, or will only speak to somebody over the phone. So this sort of program is really, really important if we are to live really good, healthy,
and bridge
happy,
that gap, I suppose. So who are you looking for? What's the perfect applicant, I suppose, look like? Is it anyone and everyone, any age group?
Yep. Absolutely. The only stipulation is you must be over 18.
Yep. There you go.
So that opens up the gates to absolutely everybody. So the way that we work is that we match a volunteer to a recipient. It's kind of like speed dating, a bit like a matching service. So to ensure that both the recipient and the volunteer are safe. So we do heaps of compliance checks on everybody and do the best that we can to make sure that that friendship is going to work.
It sounds like it could actually be a little bit of fun as well, which is wonderful to hear. How do we go about getting involved and engaging? What avenue would you suggest to anyone at home who's listening who goes, oh, you know what, I've got an extra bit of time here and there?
Absolutely.
What would you recommend?
So we only ask for 1 hour a fortnight, so it's a very, very minimum commitment, but you just get in contact with us. So we've got a website, balwynevergreen.org.au. Or you can just give us a call, and we do answer our phones. So that's 9836, just checking my number, 9681, and that's 03 in Victoria.
And for employers out there who are looking at this program, what do you think, what would you say the benefit is to employees to involve or engage in something like this?
Absolutely. So if people that volunteer tend to feel that they have more of a purpose in life. They can develop further skills, so communication skills, etc. They tend to be happier people as well because they feel like they are doing something, they have purpose and meaning in their life. So that is a good reflection back onto employers. A lot of employers now and a lot of businesses now have volunteer schemes that they encourage their volunteers to actually be a part of volunteering, because it does have benefits not only for the health and happiness of the workforce, but it also means that you're getting staff that are more engaged, that feel a lot more socially connected, I guess, to their organisation. And let's face it, it's very competitive out there in the workforce. So anything that gives you that competitive advantage is going to help.
100%, and it also sounds extremely wholesome.
Yes.
You know, there is just a beautiful part of this that's just so wonderful to hear. Just to finish, what's been the uptake? Have people responded really well to the program? And of course, how have the people in the homes and such responded as well?
Oh, they have. We have got some beautiful, beautiful stories from our volunteers that are going into people's homes, that are going into residential aged care. We have one young man who's in his 30s who is studying, and he goes into residential aged care and chats with 3 older ladies. He's Chinese, and so he speaks the language, and they absolutely love it and light up their lives. So it's
wonderful stuff.
It's a real benefit to their day.
Tina, I want to thank you for joining me on the program, bringing this to our attention. I think it's an important one to keep having, and sort of reminding people that, you know, if you are feeling lost for time, don't waste your money at the pub. Go and do something, you know, profoundly.
Come to us.
Exactly. But thank you so much.
That's it. Great. Thanks.
All right, that's the program for now. Hopefully you've learned something from my discussion. I, of course, look forward to seeing you all again very soon, right here on Ticker. Be well.
You're watching Ticker. We'll have more in just a few minutes.